Alright, well this doesn't look good.
Alrighty guys, well I really appreciate you tuning in this video. Thank you so much for some of the recent support that we've had. We're going to keep pushing ahead on the list, just trying to make it smaller, and then we'll get down to the couple last things that are just being a pain in our butt, and they won't be so hard to knock out when those are the last couple things.
Here's a little time-lapse of me on the front of the truck. This was before I mounted the transmission cooler. I was getting the brackets figured out. And that one advantage to being around GMT 800s for the last almost 10 years of my life is I've gotten the GMT 800 bolt bucket from hell, and it's got every bolt that you would ever imagine you might need. So I was digging out of that and finding some bolts that worked in the front, because this mount does use the plastic front skid plate holes to mount, and so I needed a nice bolt for that, and I found it in there.
So I've gotten some stuff done since I checked in with you last. Got the heater hoses all figured out. I got some 5/8 hose last night, which is this right one, and they are all hooked up down on the water pump down there, so we can officially check that off the list. Now, I was going to put coolant in it, and I did remember I need to order one plug for the top of the radiator right here. It looks like it's 1/2 inch. So I'll have to find maybe like a coolant plug or something that's meant for high temperatures, but meant to plug this. I'm not really desperate to fill it up today. Otherwise, I could probably find some 1/2 inch hose, which I know I have because I ordered it on accident, and stick a bolt in there. But it's not really worth it to me today. So I'll find a 1/2 inch like coolant cap. Now, the other thing I need to figure out as this week goes on and do a little research on is my catch can, and like capping off some of that stuff or using it or whatever. So I'll have to do a little research on that. But coolant hoses are done, and they're routed out of the way for the downpipe to come down, so I think that should be good. You can see I've got 2 blue spark plug wires in here. These are 2 that I had laying around. They're Taylor wires, and they fit. So there's enough clearance in there, and they're hooked up. So it's not the prettiest thing to have 2 blue wires just sticking out in there, but if it works for now. And I'd like to get some more of the 2 more ceramic ones with 90s on them if I can, and kind of make my own, but that's long term. We're short term right now. We want this thing to start pretty soon here. So last thing I finished off today was the intake air temp sensor. So that is all in its home. It is wired, it is loomed, it's out of the way. I'm happy with the way that it looks. So you can see that right there, all professional-ish looking. So we'll come over to the whiteboard, make sure I have condensed my thoughts together. But transcooler done, heater hose is done, intake air temp sensor is done, plug wires are mostly done. So I think we're sitting pretty good. So I got some things to figure out before I see you guys next time. We got the work week ahead of us, so I'll figure out some of the stuff that's remaining on the list. Between then, the flash and the tune is really easy. Hopefully Tyler just forgot to attach the credits to it. The map sensor, I think I found a 3-bar already, so I'm gonna ask Tyler what his opinion is on that and make sure that I'm good to go there. So there's 2 of the 4 things on here. Coolant, that's super easy. I just need a plug and fill in the transmission. I mean, how hard can it be? Alrighty, well, unfortunately, as you guys saw, I did have a license issue in the last video when I tried to flash this thing. Ended up having to buy some credits. Apparently that wasn't included in the original price from my tuner, but he must have thought I had credits or something like that. So paid him 90 bucks, not a big deal. Credits are there, got them loaded, and then it tells me that the IDs are different and it still won't flash. The other option is to write the entire thing, which is normally how I do it on the Fords, but then it says that the ECM is brickable, and I don't like bricks, so not gonna do that unless Tyler tells me that that's what I gotta do. So not sure what's going on, because that's the original ECM from the truck, but the BCM is from this dash that's in this cab. It's not from the original truck. So maybe I need to swap the BCMs over. Maybe that has something to do with it. But I'll get this sorted by hopefully tomorrow, and maybe we can still start this thing by the weekend. So this is kind of where I'm gonna leave the update video. It's a small weekly update. Kept it short. Thanks for checking in, and thanks for, looking forward to the next thing. So until I see you guys next time, peace.